evening to everyone at home. I'm your host of the BCW Analyst Show, Crown Prince T, but you can call me Prince for short. And I'm here today to bring you the second coming of Animosity, Animosity II. Without any further delay, let's get right into it. The first match of the night happened during the pre-show. It's a 15-minute 8-man battle royale to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Animosity. The competitors in the royale are Juicy Fanua, The Alex Mays, Chuck Stein, Hardcore, Maddie, Bob Anger, KJ Suede, and Sexy Eddie. The match started off with every competitor slamming each other down to the mat in hopes to get them weak enough to get an early elimination. But each competitor was putting in a lot of heart and weren't going to be eliminated so fast and easy. That is until closing into midway into the match, Juicy Fanua would eliminate KJ Suede, and soon after that, the eliminations would become more frequent until it was only Juicy Fanua and Maddie left. They both wanted to win so bad, especially since this was the anniversary of the pay-per-view. So much so that they were reversing nearly every move. But in the end, it would be Maddie celebrating the anniversary tonight.
Here is your winner,
The first official match of the pay-per-view was a tag team match between Zelina Vega and Tiny Tanalee versus Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. This match started out as Zelina letting both Chelsea and Piper know that she's all here for the smoke, as she would proceed to beat down on both them. But this didn't last for long, as this enraged both Green and Niven, and they would proceed to take their aggressions on Vega. But Tanalee wasn't going to let that happen and proceeded to let them know she also wants the smoke. Now, this match became a back and forth of both teams wanting to hurt one another, and as it seemed like the match would end early due to a ring out, Tanalee didn't want it to end this way and would make sure the ref did not reach to the 10 count.
Stating than the last. Double axe handle.
Damn, she really liked that. But during the final minutes of the match, Zelina and Tanalee would give it their all and make sure their opponents stayed down, as it would be Zelina and Tanalee picking up the win.
Exclamation mark right there. 2 count. Picked up
the next match is a singles match between Brian Samuels versus Frank Tanaka. The match started out with Frank trying to get an early win over Brian, but Brian wasn't going to let that happen and quickly started to fight back right after, not only on Tanaka, but also on Sebastian DeWitt on the outside, because Brian wasn't going to let interference play a factor in his one-on-one. But Tanaka had another person by his side, and that was La Granaka. That quickly gave Tanaka the upper advantage over Brian throughout the match. But Brian still had fight, as he would then put Tanaka through a table. But the table wasn't enough to stop Tanaka, as Tanaka would be close to securing the win over Brian twice, I might add.
Oh my. Lining it up. Spear. A much needed big move.
But both times, Brian managed to kick out when it seemed over. But in the end, Tanaka would emerge victorious due to a ring out, thanks to Brian being distracted by the outside forces by Tanaka's side.
And power with a somehow, someway.
The next match is for the BCW World Tag Team Championships. It's First Class versus the BCW World Tag Team Champions, Culture Inc. This match started out in the favor of Culture Inc. as they had the upper hand, but the tides quickly changed during the second half of the match. And now, it was anyone's match to win, but the ones taking a trip to the championship gold would be First Class.
Goodness. What athleticism! The champ's eyes look glazed over. 2. They got it.
The next match is for the BCW Women's Championship. It's Zenith versus the BCW Women's Champion, Chris Starra. This match started off with Zenith showcasing her strength against the champion. But the women's champion wasn't going to lose her championship, as Chris Starra was displaying her athleticism against Zenith. Both superstars were holding their own against one another. Zenith was on a mission to make sure the champion felt pain and stayed down for the 3 count, as she'd send Chris Starra to the outside through a table. But even through the pain, Chris Starra managed to prevail and retain her championship.
Set up. Got it.
And now, for the main event, It's a no-holds-barred match for the BCW Universal Championship. It's Velveteen Dream versus the BCW Universal Champion, Zilla Fatu. This match was intense, just back and forth between both Velveteen and Zilla. These two superstars were going to do anything to secure the win over one another, even going as far as to put each other through a door multiple times. Because each time an attempt was made at sending Zilla through the door, you would think he was allergic to it, the way he was getting out of being sent through it. That it would be Zilla sending Velveteen through the door after a couple more attempts. Just when the match seemed over, Velveteen had a dream of being Universal Champion and managed to kick out before the ref started the count. As Velveteen got the advantage and was looking in securing the win against Zilla, Zilla wasn't going to lose the championship he fought to keep for so long that he mustered up the strength to kick out and then finally securing the win, retaining the Universal Championship.
W Undisputed Universal Champion.
And that concludes the 1-year anniversary of BCW Animosity. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought about the pay-per-view and who you're rooting for. I'll see you guys next time.